Hello guys, welcome to this Java tutorial for beginners. In today's video, we will talk about packages in Java and also the use of import keyword. So without wasting time, let's get started.
Now consider this program. So here we have our two classes, class A and class B. And in our class A we have this print method and we have the main method inside the class B, right? And what I've done is I simply called this print method using the reference variable of class A, right? So let me run this program first. Now let me compile and execute the program. So I type javac test.java. Now let me execute it. And as you see, we have the output print method from class A. Now, throughout our previous videos, we have been writing multiple classes in our single file, right? But now let us suppose that if there is a developer who is working on class A and there is another developer who is working on class B, right? And so if they are working independently, so we want to separate the classes or we want to work them in a separate file. So how we can do that, right? So let us see what happens if if we separate the classes and run the program. Now what I have done is I have created two separate files. So one we have this b.java and the another one is a.java, right? So in our B file we have this class B and in our a.java file we have this print method, right? So what we will do is we will compile and execute the program and let us see the outputs. Now inside our Java folder, as you can see, we are inside the Java folder. So we have these two files. So if I do ls, we have this a.java and b.java, right? So now let me compile and execute the program. So I type javac b.java because b contains the main method, right? And now let us execute it. So we type java and b, and as you see we have the output print method from class A, right? And if I do my ls, you can see that we have this four files: a.class, a.java, b.class and b.java, right? Now what I have done is I have modified the folder structure. So let us see the new structure. So inside this Java folder, what I have done is I have created two new folders, GUI and networking, and they contain the file b.java and a.java respectively, right? So let us see how we can compile a program where the Java files are situated in different folders or in different hierarchy, right? So this is where your packages comes into picture, right? Now as you must have noticed, in our file b.java we have few new statements. The first thing you will notice is this package, right? So this package keyword and followed by that is your folder name, which is GUI, right? And below in the main method, you can see, while calling the class name, I've added this folder name and then the dot operator, right? So I have this folder name dot A where our class A is located, right? And similarly for the constructor, right? So we have this folder name dot class name constructor, right? And in our a.java we have just added the statement package networking. So this is networking is just the name of the folder where your class A is located. And apart from that, you must also notice one more thing, that I have added this public keyword, right? So first let us run this program and later on we will understand the program. So let me compile and execute it. Now let us compile the program. But first thing that you will notice is that I've added this folder name GUI and then the forward slash, and after that we have this file name b.java. So it means that I'm compiling from the root folder, which is Java, right? So first let me compile the program and now let us execute. So in order to execute your program which are contained in packages, you need to write something like this. From your root folder, what you need to do is you need to type Java GUI, which is your folder name, and then the class name which contains the main method. So we'll have this Java GUI, the folder name dot B, right? And now let us run the program. And as you see, we have the output print method from class A, right? So now let us understand the program in detail. Now let us talk about the program. So here first we will talk about this a.java file which is located inside the networking folder, right? And this a.java file contains the class A, right? So basically you must have noticed that package and the name of the package is the first statement in any of the file name, right? So in any Java program your package statement will be the first statement, right? And then we have this class, right? So we have this package and the folder name, right? And below that we have the classes. So you must notice one thing, that our class name contains this public keyword, right? So basically it is used to specify that this class can be accessed outside of this folder networking. So this public keyword is used to specify that this class A can be accessed outside this networking folder or the package. So in Java we simply call this folder as package, right? Now let us talk about this b.java file. So basically this b.java file is located inside our folder GUI, right? And as you know that in terms of Java you simply call this as a package, right? So any files which are located inside this folder GUI will contain the statement package GUI, right? Now if you look at this class B, you will notice that it does not contain the public keyword, right? Simply because we are not going to call this class B anywhere, right? And this class B contains the main method, right? So the next thing that you will notice is the statement networking.a equals to networking A, right? So basically if you're having classes in separate folder or separate packages, you are using this convention. First we have this package name. So we have this networking.a, our class name, right? And similarly for the constructor, we are calling it using the package name, right? Next, what I have done is I have simply created this new file c.java and it is located inside the db folder, and then there is a subfolder called as subdb, right? So let me show you the structure. So if I type tree, and you can see that we have this db folder, again within that we have this subdb folder, and inside that we have this file c.java, right? So that's the reason we have this package statement written like this. So first we have this folder db, then inside that we have this subfolder subdb, right? And in order to call this class C, what we need to do is we need to simply write something like this: db dot subdb dot C, which is your class name, right? So let me compile the program. Now let me compile and execute the program. And as you see, we have two lines of output: print method from class A and print from class C. Now let us understand import statements in Java. So for this purpose, what I have done is I have created this file d.java which is located inside the db.subdb package, and it contains the class D and your print D method for the class D, right? And in our file b.java where we have this class B, what I have done is inside the main method I have simply called this print the method of our class D, right? Now let me compile and execute the program. So let me execute it, and as you see we have the output print from class D, right? So now as you have already seen that in order to use this class C or D, we need to write something like this: db.subdb, then the class names, right? So this is where your input statements come into picture. So basically it enables you to use simple names like just the C and D instead of this fully qualified names, right? So let us understand import statements now. So now this is our modified program where we are using the import statement, right? And you can notice that we have removed all this package name before our class names in our main method, right? So let me remove this for A as well, right? and let me save this. So let us run this program first. Now let me execute the program. So I've compiled the program, let us run it. And as you see, we have the same outputs: print method from class A, print from class C, and print from class D. So now you have already seen the use of this import statement in a program, right? So that is basically, it helps you, to, instead of writing the fully qualified name, you can just write the class name in the program, right? And whatever class you want to use, you just need to import this class, right? So we have this import keyword, then followed by that we have this package name and your class name, right? And so here we are using this class A, C, and D, right? So there is one more thing what we can do to enhance our program. So instead of writing this db.subdb.c and import db.subdb.d, what we can do is we can simply remove this statement, and instead of C, what we need to do is we need to simply write this wildcard character asterisk, right? And it simply means that you should need to import all the classes and interfaces which belong to this db.subdb package, right? Now let me run this program once again. So I've saved the program. Now let me run it once again. Let me execute the program. And as you see, we have the same output. So your import statements come below the package statement, right? And if you change the order, you will get the compilation error. And one final thing what you need to know is that similar to our custom packages which we have defined, we can also have some inbuilt packages like the one which we have used in our scanner program. So if we have this import java dot util dot scanner, right? So we have used the scanner class which belongs to the java.util package, right? And it is the predefined package in our Java, right? So that is it for the today's video. And don't forget to subscribe for more Java programming videos like this. And I will see you until next time.